Hey guys, it's Amber. No wires. I need that. Go away. This video is going to be about hermit crab mites because this is probably one of the most misunderstood conceptions about mites. So let's get started. First, let me grab my bird. Coco, get up. Good girl. Okay, you can stay here for the video. No chewing on the aloe. She's already done this. You can't see that. And that. And that. You can eat your seed. So, there's different kinds of mites. And if you want to learn more about the different... Well, first, let's just say there's harmless mites and there's predatory mites. So, if you want to learn about the different kinds of harmless and predatory mites, you can go on the Hermit Crab Association website. I can never say that word. And find out more about the different kinds. But we're going to talk about the difference between harmless and predatory. So you can kind of tell what these two are. So first of all, harmless mites would be like food mites and fungus gnats and stuff like that. Those are, well, gnats aren't mites, but fungus gnats aren't really harmful. They're just there. So, but food mites are basically... These are the mites that you can't get rid of. They're basically always in your crab habitat. They're harmless. Your crabs will eat them. These crabs will live in the dirt. They'll live in the food. They'll also live in hermit crab shells. As long as it's not on the crab's abdomen, eyes, or joints, which would be a predatory mite, it's a harmless mite. It's like, okay, so every tank has mites. You can't get rid of these food mites. Like literally, even the most experienced crabber on the Hermit Crab Association, you can't get rid of mites. You just can't, like food mites. But good thing they're harmless, and the crabs eat them, because they live with bugs in the wild all the time. So that's just basically that. So basically, these mites are harmless, so you don't have to worry if it's bothering you. Whoops, because you can't exactly get rid of them. They just keep coming back. They live all over our house, They just come in the crab habitat, they take over. So, yeah, the crabs don't mind. I don't really mind either, because you don't really see them unless you look. So, yeah, if you see these mites so they're basically harmless. So just keep that in mind. If you see mites, don't get worried. So now let's talk about the predatory mites. Now, your crab, I don't know if they might act different, but these mites, predatory mites, can cause damage. They don't live on the hard shell. They only live on the soft parts of the crab, which would be the abdomen, the eyes, and the joints, which would be in between, like the legs, in between the legs. So, basically these predatory mites, they basically eat the crab, so these are not good. So you basically just have to check. I usually check my crabs weekly for predatory mites. If you want to get rid of these mites, which you have to or else your crabs might die, you have to wash the crabs daily in water that's not their dishes, like in a bath. Bathe your crabs daily, tip them upside down, get all the water in their shell and dump it out. When you take your crabs, when you lift your crabs up out of the bath, be careful. The mites will usually be floating on the top. So make sure that you're not bringing those up on the shell as you take your crab out of the water. I would just throw all the substrate away and clean out the tank with water and let it sit out for a few days in the sun, because mites do not like the sun. So that's for the tank. As for the substrate, you can bake it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Or you can, no, don't even. Or you could just throw it away. I would throw it away. It's harder to bake it. And you can, like the shells, you can boil those. Any food dishes that can be boiled, you can boil. Wood cannot be boiled. Most wood cannot be boiled. So you basically either, to be safe, I would throw it away and get new wood. Or you can just let it sit out in the sun if it's not anything that mites can get into. Like if it's not grooved or anything. If it's just like a smooth wooden thing, then you might be able to keep it. But yeah, you have to throw away the foods in the tank. Throw away any thing that can't be boiled. Basically, all plastic I think can be boiled. Well, not the gauges. The gauges cannot be boiled. They will melt and stuff. So, actually, no, plastic can't be boiled. Shells can be boiled. Water dishes, as long as they're not, if they're not like this, they can probably be boiled. Yeah. Basically, and feed the crabs. Get on my hand. No. Nope. There we go. Okay. Yeah, basically, that's kind of what you have to do. So remember, not all mites are harmful. Yeah, I have food mites, so they're always there. Doesn't really bother me. But, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just kind of to sum up things that are misunderstood. I'm gonna make a leopard gecko care video next. But, yeah. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.